Good day. Welcome to Endurance Room. I hope everybody's doing well. Today we're talking about boots. We've gone into quite a few subjects on the channel as far as gear and clothing, different tools for the woods, but we haven't touched on footwear. And that's something that's been coming up quite a bit in the comments. So I thought we could go into one of my all-time favorite sets of boots for the woods, the Rocky S2V. The Rocky S2V. This is a military designed boot meant for the desert. So sandy terrain, rocky environments, and it performs incredibly well with my area up here in upstate New York. The soil is incredibly sandy. It's really loose, whether it's dry or wet. And it's been raining for about a month now, so it's really soft and spongy, but the boots are awesome. Going up and down the hills here, I've had no problems with or without a backpack. It's a full grain leather design with the suede side out. Typically, I favored the smooth side out so I could polish them and treat them for water, but you can still do that with the suede side out with the added benefit of increased abrasion resistance. The boots are tougher this way. They're less likely to get cut and scuffed up. They've actually been making boots like this for a very long time for that reason. I found this out when I was learning about an old pair of boots that were designed for World War II. Really interesting boot that had the gaiter built into the boot itself. Rather than having a separate canvas gaiter, it had a flap that buckled over and laced in. Really cool boot, but they're making them like this all the way back then for this reason. So I want something that is going to be incredibly durable and reliable, dependable. I'm not going to have to replace it very often, especially boots. These have been really good for me. I had another set and I got 3 solid years out of them, all year round. I was wearing them pretty much every day. I got 3 years out of them, which is incredibly rare. Typically if I get 2 years out of a set of boots, that's pretty good, but definitely got my miles out of those. Similar to this, they had a different toe box. The rubber kind of came up around the toe a little bit more. It was more of a mix between a hiker and a military boot, but this is a straight up military boot, but it performs really, really well in the woods. It's built to last, it's built tough. The lacing is they call it a quick lace system, and it has to deal with these metal eyelets. They're kind of loose, but it lets you tie your boots with just like one pull. You don't have to mess around with the laces at all down below. You can just snug them up and tie them. Aside from the leather, it's got synthetic inserts for the paneling here for ventilation and breathability, as well as up around the ankle. There's some padding, but they're not insulated. They're designed for hot weather. You can see here, there's some ventilation on the heel, as well as the heel and above the arch here. Nice solid toe box. I wear a 12 wide, and they make these in wide sizes, which is really, really good. You want a pair of boots that fits well. You don't want them too long, you don't want them too tight, and you want them wide enough for your toes to spread out. Love the tread pattern. It's a medium depth lug that cleans really well. It doesn't pick up any extra dirt in the soles, and it gives me just the right amount of traction. I'm going up and down the hills with or without a pack, and I haven't slipped at all, even though it's been raining and wet for the past month. The boots offer both good support and mobility. I'm able to flex in the boot, and it's quite comfortable. It doesn't bind or pinch my feet at all. I really like them. I think they're a great pair of boots. I've had quite a few different other brands over the years, from Danners, Red Wings, Irish Setters, and I liked all of them. They were all good, but I got the most amount of miles, the most amount of time out of my Rockies. So if you're in the market for something that you're going to be able to rely and depend on and get your money out of, I highly recommend checking them out. I've got a link down below to LA Police gear, and they had a bunch of sizes the last time I looked, a couple different color options. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you got any questions for me, just let me know down in the comments and I'll try and get at you. I've got a couple more reviews lined up, and then I hope to be back out in the woods for some overnighters. So hope you guys are all good. Cheers, everybody.